The Pathfinder Volume 15, Did QbD Provide Any Regulatory Relief versus the Traditional Approach?
In this audiocast, quality by design is a systematic approach to drug development and manufacturing that emphasizes the importance of understanding and controlling the product and process variables that affect product quality. The traditional approach to drug development focuses on testing and inspection of the final product. At the same time, QbD aims to design a manufacturing process that can consistently produce a high-quality product by understanding and controlling the critical process parameters and quality attributes. One of the goals of QbD was to provide regulatory relief to drug manufacturers and improve the efficiency of drug development and manufacturing while ensuring product quality and safety. Although some drug manufacturers have embraced QbD, it is yet to be fully adopted by the entire industry.
For anyone like me who has been doing this for at least 15 years, you know the acronym. Quality by design is a systematic approach to drug development that emphasizes the importance of understanding and controlling the product and process variables that affect product quality. QbD was introduced by the U.S. Food and Drug Administration to provide regulatory relief and improve the efficiency of drug development and manufacturing. One of the goals of QbD was to reduce the need for extensive testing of drug products and to allow for more flexible manufacturing processes while still ensuring product quality and safety. QbD was also intended to encourage innovation and reduce the time and cost of drug development. Alternatively, the traditional approach to drug development and manufacturing has traditionally been characterized by focusing on testing and inspection of the final product rather than on the design and control of the manufacturing process itself. So, in contrast, quality by design is a systematic approach to drug development and manufacturing that emphasizes the importance of understanding and controlling the product and process variables that affect product quality. Here are some of the key differences between the traditional approach and QbD. Goal: the traditional approach focuses on testing and inspecting the final product to ensure it meets the desired quality specifications. In contrast, QbD aims to design a manufacturing process that can consistently produce a high-quality product by understanding and controlling the critical process parameters and critical quality attributes. Design: the traditional approach often involves a trial-and-error approach to process development, where the manufacturing process is adjusted based on the results of testing and inspection of the final product. In contrast, QbD involves a scientific and statistical approach to process design, where the CPPs and CQAS are identified and optimized through tools like design of experiments and process analytical technology. Control: the traditional approach focuses on testing and inspection of the final product to ensure it meets the desired quality specifications. In contrast, QbD aims to control the CPPs of the manufacturing process to ensure the product consistently meets the desired quality specifications. Documentation: the traditional approach often involves extensive documentation of testing and inspection results. In contrast, QbD involves documentation of the design and control of the manufacturing process itself, including the identification and optimization of CPPs and CQAS. Overall, the traditional approach to drug development and manufacturing focuses on testing and inspection of the final product to ensure it meets the desired quality specifications. In contrast, QbD is a systematic approach that emphasizes the importance of understanding and controlling the product and process variables that affect product quality, with the aim of designing a manufacturing process that can consistently produce a high-quality product. QbD is a systematic approach to drug development, focusing on understanding variables affecting product quality and designing a consistent, high-quality process. One of the goals of QbD was to provide regulatory relief to drug manufacturers. Regulatory relief refers to the ability of drug manufacturers to reduce the number of tests required by regulatory agencies while still maintaining the required level of quality and safety. QbD is intended to reduce the need for extensive testing of drug products and to allow for more flexible manufacturing processes, which can result in cost savings and improved efficiency in drug development and manufacturing. The FDA introduced QbD to encourage drug manufacturers to implement a more systematic and science-based approach to drug development and manufacturing, which can lead to more predictable and consistent product quality. By providing regulatory relief, the FDA aimed to encourage innovation and reduce the time and cost of drug development while still ensuring that the resulting products are safe and effective. Here are a few examples of quality by design in the pharmaceutical industry. Identification of critical quality attributes. One of the fundamental principles of QbD is the identification of CQAS for a drug product. CQAS are a drug product's physical, chemical, biological, or microbiological characteristics that must be controlled within predefined limits to ensure the desired quality. Identifying and understanding CQAS is critical in designing a manufacturing process that consistently produces a high-quality product. Design of experiments. DOE is a statistical tool used in QbD to identify the critical process parameters that impact the CQAS of a drug product. DOE allows manufacturers to determine the effect of each CPP on the CQAS and the optimal operating conditions for each CPP to achieve the desired product quality. Risk assessment. QbD emphasizes the need for a risk-based approach to drug development and manufacturing. Risk assessment is used to identify potential sources of variation in the process that could impact product quality and to develop strategies to mitigate those risks. Process Analytical Technology (PAT) is a set of tools and techniques to monitor and control the manufacturing process in real time. PAT can adjust the manufacturing process in real time to ensure that the product meets the desired quality specifications. These are just a few examples of the many tools and techniques used in QbD to improve the efficiency and effectiveness of the drug development and manufacturing process. While some drug manufacturers have embraced QbD, it has yet to be fully embraced by the entire industry. There are several reasons why this may be the case. Lack of understanding. QbD is a complex and technical approach to drug development and manufacturing, and it may be difficult for some manufacturers to fully understand and implement the principles of QbD. Resistance to change. Implementing QbD requires a significant change in the traditional approach to drug development and manufacturing. Some manufacturers may be resistant to change due to the time and resources required to implement QbD, as well as the potential risks and uncertainties associated with a new approach. Regulatory uncertainty. While the U.S. FDA has encouraged the adoption of QbD, there still needs to be more certainty around the regulatory requirements for QbD. This may make some manufacturers hesitant to fully embrace QbD. Cost. Implementing QbD requires an investment in new tools, techniques, and personnel. Some manufacturers may be reluctant to make this investment due to the potential cost. Many sponsors need help to afford to practice QbD fully. Culture. The pharmaceutical industry has a long history and culture of using traditional drug development and manufacturing approaches. Changing this culture and embracing a new approach may be challenging for some manufacturers. While QbD can improve the efficiency and effectiveness of the drug development and manufacturing process, it may take time for the entire industry to embrace this approach entirely. QbD is often called simply good scientific development because it is based on sound scientific principles and practices. By systematically identifying and controlling the critical quality attributes of a drug product, manufacturers can develop a robust and reliable manufacturing process that consistently produces a high-quality product. QbD emphasizes the importance of using scientific data and statistical analysis to design and optimize the manufacturing process rather than relying on trial-and-error approaches. This scientific approach can result in a more efficient and effective drug development and manufacturing process, with fewer manufacturing failures and a higher likelihood of regulatory approval. QbD is also based on the principle of continuous improvement, where manufacturers are encouraged to monitor and analyze their manufacturing processes to identify areas for improvement. By continually optimizing the manufacturing process, manufacturers can improve the quality of their products and reduce the risk of manufacturing failures. In summary, QbD is simply good scientific development because it is based on a rigorous and scientific approach to drug development and manufacturing that can result in a more efficient, effective, and reliable process. In the pharmaceutical industry, quality by design is an approach that aims to ensure quality is built into the development process of a drug product. It involves identifying critical quality attributes and critical process parameters and designing a process to ensure those CQAS are consistently met. The FDA has embraced this approach in its current guidance documents and now requires a QbD approach for new drug products. Incorporating QbD into the chemistry, manufacturing, and controls regulatory strategy of a drug product can ensure the development of a robust, high-quality drug product that is consistently manufactured. The CMC section of a regulatory submission outlines the drug product's manufacturing process, including analytical methods, process validation, and stability data. Here are some critical steps to incorporate QbD into the CMC regulatory strategy. Identify critical quality attributes and critical process parameters. The first step in implementing QbD is to identify the CQAS and CPPs of the drug product. CQAS are the attributes that define the safety, efficacy, and quality of the drug product, while CPPs are the variables that can affect the CQAS. These variables can be related to the manufacturing process, such as temperature, pressure, or mixing speed. Define the design space. The design space is the range of CPPs within which the process will consistently produce a product that meets the CQAS. It is important to define the design space early in the drug product development process, as it will influence the analytical methods used for testing the product, process validation, and control strategy. Analytical methods development. The next step is to develop analytical methods to monitor the CQAS and CPPs. The methods should be robust, accurate, and specific. Analytical methods are critical for defining the design space, process validation, and monitoring the product during manufacturing. Process validation. Process validation is a critical component of the CMC regulatory strategy. It is the process of demonstrating that the manufacturing process can consistently produce a product that meets the defined CQAS. A QbD approach requires that process validation is not a one-time event but an ongoing process that is continuously monitored and updated. Control strategy. The control strategy is the set of measures that ensure the manufacturing process remains within the defined design space. It includes in-process controls, batch release testing, and stability testing. The control strategy should be developed based on the QbD principles and be integrated into the manufacturing process. Regulatory submissions. The CMC section of the regulatory submission should provide a comprehensive overview of the QbD approach used in drug product development. The submission should include information on the CQAS and CPPs, the design space, the analytical methods used to monitor the process, and the process validation and control strategy. It is difficult to say which approach is better, as both the traditional approach and quality by design have their strengths and weaknesses. The traditional approach has been used successfully for many years and is a well-established method for drug development and manufacturing. It is relatively simple and straightforward and can be a cost-effective way to develop and manufacture drugs. However, it can be time-consuming and resource-intensive, as it often involves a trial-and-error approach to process development and relies heavily on testing and inspection of the final product to ensure it meets the desired quality specifications. QbD, on the other hand, is a more scientific and systematic approach to drug development and manufacturing. It emphasizes the importance of understanding and controlling the product and process variables that affect product quality and can result in a more efficient and effective manufacturing process that consistently produces a high-quality product. However, it can be more complex and resource-intensive than the traditional approach, as it involves the use of advanced tools and techniques, such as design of experiments and process analytical technology. In general, QbD has the potential to improve the efficiency and effectiveness of the drug development and manufacturing process, with fewer manufacturing failures and a higher likelihood of regulatory approval. However, it may not be suitable for all types of drugs or all manufacturers, as it requires a significant investment in time, resources, and personnel. The traditional approach may still be appropriate for some manufacturers and some types of drugs. Ultimately, the choice of approach will depend on a variety of factors, including the specific requirements of the drug, the resources available to the manufacturer, and the regulatory environment in which the drug will be developed and marketed.
Thank you for listening to this audiocast. Are you an emerging biotech or established pharmaceutical company struggling to keep up with the ever-changing landscape of drug regulations? Look no further than QbD. We are the leading consulting group helping organizations comply with drug regulations through a comprehensive drug development model incorporating augmented intelligence and data analytics. Our industry experts can guide you through the complex world of compliance, making it more manageable than ever. With our Reimagining Regulatory Pathways services, we can help you design and implement best practices to streamline your operation and ensure you stay in line with current legislation. Our range of services covers regulatory drug development's technical and strategic aspects. Let us help you develop an overall strategy that accounts for all potential risks while still being able to meet your objectives. Visit our website at QbD.com to learn more and get started on the path to regulatory compliance success.